So, an unusual time today, just using my lunch break for a short race and to quickly have a look at those daily races this week. So what do we have? We have a very interesting and special combination. We have special stage route X, yes, which is a clear slipstream race, so not a normal standard race. So it's clearly just stay in the slipstream and try to get the best timing to be at the top at the end. A lot of luck, a lot of, I would say tactics, but also a lot of luck with it to be in the right position, to have the right people in the slipstream or being in the right slipstream. So very special, 1 lap only. Yeah, special race. Group 3, Dragon Trail, I think this is the standard. And we have Group 4, Nürburgring 24 hours. This is the one we choose now. And let's go for that one. That actually is also pretty special because it's a 2 race lap, which would be perfectly fine for this long lap. But here the special thing is, with the recent change of the pit stop delta time, it is now getting ridiculously long for this race. So there's the fuel consumption is super high compared to the tire wear, at least at all. So there's a huge fuel consumption. You can just get 1 lap with the standard fuel setting, and then you have to refuel. So the other option is you go for extreme fuel saving and you can actually make 2 laps. The pit stop delta time is the big problem. So typically you would expect that if you pit and if you can go full speed for this very long lap, this should be a benefit, but actually it's not. So if you go for the fuel saving, this is the fastest way to do this race. But actually I think it's not really fun, because it's fine to do a little fuel saving to also adjust the strategy, but here, so with an extreme fuel saving, I think this is pretty weird. So I'm not going for the fuel saving strategy. I will just go straight and fight, especially when you start last. It is really difficult, because with fuel saving you should always use slipstream. You should not try to overtake, so you should keep in the slipstream and then use only when you really need to overtake, use the full power. So yeah, I would have expected this race to have higher tire wear, so that if you really go for no 0 stops, that you have quite some tire wear, so that at the end you lose more time and it might even come to similar times. That would have been good, but tire wear in comparison to the fuel consumption is a bit strange. So it's not much tire wear over this 2 laps. If you go with a hard compound, you can easily finish it with pretty good tires at the end. So that's a bit strange, and I think it's a missed opportunity here. So they could have made a much nicer race with 2 different strategies, a bit of fuel saving, and yeah, with worse tires, or you go for this full attack. But yeah, anyway, let's see what we have. So we have times between 9:02 and 9:58, so a big 1 minute split between the top people and the back. So let's see what is afterwards possible. So we go for the Scirocco, so Group 4 car, front wheel drive. I think it's the most easy and straightforward car, and actually pretty fast. So it's a good choice here. I think it doesn't have any issues, not difficult to drive, but it's actually pretty fast for this track. So it's the number 1 choice. We go for the number 1 choice here. But it's good to see some other people don't go for the number 1 choice. That's actually nice to see. So also see some other options. One Swiss person, Hans Nötigten, so in front of us. It is in this race very difficult to overtake in the Nordschleife, so in this very narrow track, especially if you have people who don't drive clean, who they can block the whole circuit. So that's really difficult. So we're going to start with the hard tires and pit after 1 lap, go for the medium to really then push hard for the 2nd lap to see where we can get. Yeah, we hope that people are actually driving clean and fair, so that's important. Let's see if that's going to work out well. So I personally like the Nürburgring. I like the Nordschleife, so it's fun to drive. I'm not particularly fast in that, but I think it's still, I like it, so it's fun. So that's why I like this track and this race in general. If they would have had more tire wear, I think it would have been a real cool race with different strategies. So maybe for next time they increase the tire wear. My suspicion is that they have this set up from the time before the change of the pit stop delta time, and then it probably would have made sense and would have been similar, but with the current delta time it's impossible. So I had one race with Momos and another A+ race driver, so I lost 16, 17 seconds at least. Assuming I would anyway lose a few seconds to them because they're quicker than me, it's still, I don't think that this is, that this is possible to really be competitive if you stop or if you pit. So let's start, not push too hard at the beginning, don't want to get a penalty. Penalties are specifically painful here because here's one zone for the penalty, but there is the other one at the long straight, and you will lose a lot of time when you have to serve a penalty in this area. So where do we overtake? 3 next to each other, that's usually not a good idea. Especially if one person is pushing in like that. And I'm completely dumb, huh? That was stupid. I was completely wrong in my speed for this corner. Okay, stupid me. Dirty tires now. Let's see that we don't mess it fully up. Now we have everyone back in front of us for this narrow track. That's the extra challenge for today. Thanks for being ghosted. Whoa. And I got the SR down for that. Thank you. Give me some space somewhere. It is really tricky here because it's very narrow. Overtaking is difficult. He was braking pretty late. Stay ghosted. That was tight. Come on. Yeah, I got the penalty. He was braking early. I got the push from behind and pushed him again. I got a penalty for that. So, okay, maybe I got it for the first push. Maybe for the second push, it was definitely not my fault. Now we have this big problem of having the penalty to be served in this long straight, which makes us lose a lot of time. Come on. I'm here, yes, so come on. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say with people. If you don't have people driving clean, what a mess. Yeah, if people don't drive clean, they can really push you off the track very easily here. And often you have the problem that you get the penalty or you just spin off, so it's... okay. Now we have 8 seconds to catch up. So let's try to make some clean racing now. We're catching up. We're also catching up to the leader overall, but not much. Ideally we catch up to him for the long straight. To the number 6 would be the best overtaking opportunity. Number 5 seems pretty slow. I don't know why. Okay, we're in slipstream. We're getting into the slipstream, that's very good. And then we lose it because of our penalty. Let's see how much we lose. Already lost almost 2 seconds. 2 seconds now, which we lost, and still increasing. Yeah, it would have been nice to just stay in the slipstream, being able to overtake. So, strategy-wise, people seem to pit. Okay, let's go for the medium. So we don't want to refuel more than necessary here, so it's just enough, well, it should be just enough to finish the race when just taking the absolute minimum what they allow me to do. So I just... Good. Okay, let's see if we can catch up on the track. Or on the big track. It would be good to overtake at least one of them before we enter this narrow area, because I don't want to have two fighting people in this narrow track in front of me. That would be really painful. I didn't take that corner very well. Come on. Yeah. Don't leave any space, just go and push me, huh? We got this guy at least, that's good. He missed the braking point. So we're catching up to number 4 and number 5. Not sure how far away number 3 is. If we have the podium in range, I don't know. Let's see what we can do. One. Yeah, I think we got a really nice push from him, so it is dangerous to drive next to each other there, I understand, but giving a little bit of space. Dirty tires. No, he didn't want to give me any space. Okay. So, unfortunately, we also lost the 5th position, so to overtake one person again to get in the same position. So Let's see that we can get close to him again. Try the next one. Hope he's a bit cleaner this time. So I give you space, so please also give me space, huh? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Come on, Mr. DC Shadow. You need to leave a bit of space, please. I think my goodwill is almost over, huh? Sorry, but not this time. "21 seconds to number 3. I don't think we will make that. Yeah, that's always this difficulty for this race. If someone doesn't want to let you overtake, then you're stuck behind this person. Okay, seems number 4 is where we will end up. So fuel should just be good enough. It is a difficult race to really get to the front because you lose a lot of time easily. But I still love this track, so it's still fun to drive. So, we made it to number 2 because the persons in front didn't pit. Okay. So they didn't make any pit stop. No, they must have made a pit. No, pitting is not an issue. So they must have been on the medium tires and not pitting, or they have been going twice on the mediums. I don't know, something like that. Because you don't need to pit if you go on the hard tires, but it seems they didn't. I think I will go for another round, so make a second race using my full lunchtime for just 2 races, but let's see what we can achieve for the next race. The other Swiss guy also made it now to number 6, but I think benefiting from some of these 1-minute penalties. Yeah, I could go for the daily race B, Dragon Trail, but I think I will go again for this one here. From this weird races we have this week, this is better. I'm not a big fan of the Dragon Trail with this chicane of death, so where you can easily bottle everything, and especially if you're fighting in these lobbies. I got pushed so many times into the wall there, so it will just be frustrating. So I'll leave it for now with the Dragon Trail and go for another one on the Nürburgring. Oh yeah, we lost our sportsmanship rating a bit. That could be an issue for the next one. So yeah, seems the only person who didn't pit was the number 4. And you can also see, so you can't make a fastest lap if you don't pit. No, if you pit, because then you have the first lap where you go into pit and the second lap where you come out of pit, so you don't have any clean laps. So that's another issue with this setup. You can't gain any fastest laps if you pit. Dragon Trail. So it's all typical Supra course as it seems. There is this there's the new one in the sports on the time trials, the Olympic Virtual Series. I haven't tried that one yet. So it's on the Tokyo Expressway. Again, Supra racing concept is the number one to go, and you see all the big names in here. So here are all now the super pros. I'm looking forward to see what's coming out of this Olympic Virtual Series. Actually, I haven't followed that one yet, but hard tires. Yeah. Let's see. I will probably try that one to just see where I can come to. They give you 400,000 credits for this. I think I don't need those 400,000 credits, but just to see where I end up, because really seems all the people are trying to really push hard on the times. So always nice to see where you actually end up in the overall worldwide ranking. So I will try it once. But now, a second try on the Nürburgring. So, starting soon. So what do we have? 854 to 943. So number one is pretty quick. The others in the typical range as last time. So let's see where we can make it this time. Okay. So let's see if we can make it on the podium again. And let's try to get clean through the field. Hopefully no penalty this time, and hopefully no dirty drivers. So let's hope for the best. Although sometimes it's not really clear if people are actually dirty drivers or if they just use the whole track because they just can't control the car any better. So it's sometimes difficult to distinguish between that. Because with all the slight corners here, and it's never really a clean straight, it is sometimes difficult. And if you don't have the radar, if you don't have any understanding of what's going on around you, it might be just even that it's not on purpose. But latest when you feel someone next to you, when you feel you push against someone, you should back up. But last guy, which we had, didn't at all. So good, new start. same strategy, starting with hard, pitting, going on the medium. Starting definitely last. It's difficult to get a nice clean exit out of this corner when you start in the middle, but it's not everything happening in the first corner. I usually brake a bit earlier here, cold tires and often a lot of mess in this corner. Okay, early on the throttle. Come on. He was pushing me very wide, so that's already a bad start in terms of clean racing. And please don't brake in this corner. Whoa, that was tight. Come on. Guys, what are you doing? And I get the penalty. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nice penalty system. I get the penalty for this guy braking far too early. And then they were messing it up between each other. He's also pushing me very nice. Yeah, I wasn't expecting anything else than you would go and just close the door. You don't have to brake in this corner. Come on, guys. Whoa. Phew. Okay, we survived that one. But this 2-second penalty is again very painful. What was that? I think he was lagging. Because I think he can't go in this speed in this corner. Okay, let's focus on getting the next moves hopefully a bit cleaner in place. Very difficult to overtake here. So I need to wait either for a mistake or, you know, like that. That could work. Okay. A drag race on the outside. I'm not sure if that's good. I'm trying to give him enough space, but he seems to back up. That's good for us. Thank you. He's quicker than us. He was in the slipstream coming very close, but in the slipstream you can't take this corner very well. This is in the corner where you easily overshoot, because it starts pretty wide and then you have the optimism to go fast in it, and then it closes in. Yeah, don't lose this part of the track. You lose a lot of time. But we can't benefit yet from it. In this corner we can't overtake. Oh. Why did he brake? A little bit too optimistic. Six seconds to the next one. We are getting close pretty fast. But even if we overtake, we have our 2 seconds penalty. So it's likely we would lose this position anyway, again. So the focus has to be on getting a bigger gap to the guy behind us, so that we don't lose the position on the long straight. Yeah, we would need about 4 seconds, I think, to be safe. But with this way of driving, I won't get... I will lose the position even now. So no. A little bit too optimistic. Oh, here the penalty as well. That's helping us. So he is catching up, but let's try to not give him too much slipstream, or make it at least a bit difficult. Okay, so we have him behind us still, that's good. So my mistake wasn't so difficult for him, but it was definitely not good when focusing on getting further to the front. And that corner was also not the cleanest one. Yeah, this takes ages until the car is arriving. Refuel. And let's go again. Where did this guy come from? Was he refueling very long, or why I didn't have him on our radar yet? Oh, nice drift. But I was too close to get a benefit from that. I actually had to slow down quite a lot. So, next one seems to be driving slow. Is he fuel saving? Seems so. That was clean. At least someone who didn't push and didn't fight like hell about the position. Thank you very much. That was nice and clean. Because if you're on a different strategy, it doesn't make any sense to fight anyway. It would just slow us, both of us, down. Okay, oh, we're catching up very fast to the guy in front of us, to the German. And now we're catching up very fast and just try to not hit him. That was good. He just stayed on the left side. Okay, 5.4 seconds to the next. It's 8.5 seconds. Getting closer. But I'm not sure where number 3 is. If we still have a realistic chance to fight for a podium or not. Okay, that was easier. We got a nice present from him or her. .8 seconds. I think it's possible. It's feasible. Yeah, we can just see him in this corner, just far away in front. We would really need to race clean to catch up the 7 seconds. We can see him. .8. Got a penalty. Seems to have bottled up in the corner. Bottled it. So we will definitely catch him when he has to serve the penalty. Number 2 is also in sight, but it's only the long straight remaining. Oh, number 2 had made a mistake. That's a very nice present for us. I don't bottle it again in this corner. So let's use the slipstream as long as we can. So we actually made it to the podium, and we made it to number 2. If we don't bottle it. So let's keep the last set of corners right, and then we made it 2 times to the podium. Good. We made it twice to the podium. Very good. Yeah, we had no realistic chance to catch up with the number 1, but I think we made the best of what we could achieve. But again, not without a penalty, and I hope I don't get an SR down for this again, because that would really make it difficult over the time, because then I would get into lobbies where I don't want to be in. 17 positions. Good. Huckleberry. So number 12 was the only one who didn't pit. All the others did pit. Good. So that's enough for today. I think I need to go back to work. Thank you very much. And yeah, let's play again soon again. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I had quite good fun, and yeah, hope you had as well watching. And then I see you next time. Not sure if I can make it for these races again, or if I just do it next week with a new set of daily races. Thank you and see you soon.